I thought I'd have a little bit of fun by doing a self-hating activity such as incorporating flavorless protein powder into my diet, and I'm gonna show y'all how it went. Now, before we begin, I have a bit of criteria for how the meals are going to go. It will consist of a rating system where I rate the following. I will rate it on taste to give it a scale out of 1 to 10. Is it great, or is this something that needs to go in the garbage? Secondly, I'm going to rate it on fullness. Did it fill me all the way up? Did I need to eat again? And the third is effort. Did it take me forever in a day to get it done? Is it something I can consistently do on a daily basis with a full schedule or no? And lastly, repeatability. I would ask myself the serious question of, would I eat this multiple times a week?
Breakfast has us having Greek yogurt, pudding mix, and flavorless protein powder. I like this simple, so I did 300 grams of yogurt and around 10 grams of the pudding mix and around 1 scoop of the flavorless protein powder, and just nicely mixed it all together to where it was evenly spread out and there were no clumps at all, because clumps in yogurt really make me feel uncomfortable and I don't like it. So all in all, it was a very low calorie breakfast at around 280 calories, 39 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat, and 33 grams of carbs. So very macro friendly, but we got to see how it tastes too.
I lied. I had a little taste of it before I started clipping this video, and it tasted way too much like chalk. So to offset that, I added a little bit more, about 15 more grams of the pudding mix, and it actually made it quite bearable. Honestly, the pudding mix is the MVP of this meal because it hides the chalk-like taste of the protein powder. It really does. I could still taste it just a little bit, but the pudding mix does make it bearable. I'm gonna give that one, before I added the extra pudding mix, that was about a 5 out of 10. That was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But when adding the extra pudding mix, it kind of bumped it up to a 7. That's a bit much, but the pudding mix really helped. Now, the fullness, right now, I would say it's decent. It's good for breakfast. This type of meal would definitely not be something I would eat on a consistent basis. It's not really repeatable, but it is low effort. So overall, this one probably is about a B- to a C+ meal with flavorless protein powder. Very macro friendly, but just not taste friendly at best, or something I want to eat every day to start my day.
Moving on to lunch, we got lean ground beef. Love that, really good, nutrient dense, very simple to cook. And then, I had to add a little bit more right there. With a little steak sauce as well. Then a nice special sauce that consists of Greek yogurt, beef broth, Worcestershire sauce, and of course the flavorless protein powder. And then also, I'm gonna say it in the video, but broccoli too. And this sauce was very interesting. I thought it was gonna taste awful, but you'd be surprised. I'll talk about it more.
So we got the broccoli here. Can't go wrong with a little bit of broccoli. And then we got this really good ground beef with that recipe to incorporate the flavorless protein powder. So I'm gonna give it a try. It's actually pretty good. I could still taste it just a little bit. That might just be like a ratio of ingredients. It was my first time making it. So honestly, you can only go up from here. But I'm honestly impressed right now. After one bite, I'm impressed. So I just finished that, and I think so far that meal has won the day. The sauce that I made with that flavorless protein powder and the Greek yogurt and all that really made the meat really good. And I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10 on taste because it was honestly phenomenal for what I was expecting. My expectations were pretty low. And I just give it a 9 out of 10, like a 10 out of 10, because the sauce ratio is a little bit out of whack, just noticeably, but it was my first time making it. So that is kind of on me, but there's definite room for improvement. As far as fullness goes, I would say I'm definitely full. I really don't want to think about food until it's time for the pre-workout meal. Effort was not that bad. All it was just cooking some ground beef, throwing in a few things into a bowl and mixing it for the sauce, and then just throwing all that together. This is easily a low effort meal, which does lead into repeatability. I can easily see myself eating this multiple times a week for lunch or dinner. So this one's up there.
And then onto the pre-workout snack, I got a little bit creative. It took a lot of thinking, but we started off with some jelly, some flavorless protein powder, of course. Then some peanut butter. I'm gradually squeezing it out, taking my sweet time here. Then I slowly mix it all together to where the protein powder really mixes in with that nice PB&J to where I can evenly taste everything. Then once that's all mixed, I have a little bit of fun and put it on some rice cakes, because you cannot go wrong with a good little pair of rice cakes and some peanut butter and jelly smothered on top of them before you start a good workout. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I can easily see this becoming a new pre-workout meal. I'd probably give it a 9.5 out of 10. Probably be a 10 out of 10 if I just mix it right. So honestly, the points pulled is on me. It's very low effort, so it's a 10 out of 10. I definitely consistently eat this, and it's easily repeatable. You saw just basically it's the same thing as a peanut butter jelly sandwich, but just rice cakes. So honestly, it's pretty good. And then for dinner, we're gonna keep things nice and light with a good old-fashioned milkshake. You can't go wrong there. So we're gonna start off with some milk, some really protein-dense milk, flavorless protein powder, obviously, some bananas that I am taking forever and a day to put in the blender, and then some vanilla pudding mix to really give it that good flavor. And then you can't go wrong with some Greek yogurt. Very healthy, very easy to consume. Blend it all up to where there's no clumps, because we hate clumps, especially when you're dealing with flavorless protein powder. And let's see how it tastes.
Yeah, I drink shit out of the blender straight up because I don't feel like making extra dishes for myself. So lazy, trashy, but let's work for myself in the end. It's pretty good. Kind of tastes like almost like banana pudding because there are bananas in it. And no, it almost tastes like Nilla wafers and banana pudding. And we think that because we have vanilla pudding mixed in there along with bananas. Honestly, you can't even taste the protein powder in it, which is great. I would definitely, as far as a rating goes, after just one sip, probably put this at probably like a 7 because it's a little bit thick, but still tastes very good. Obviously, it's very low effort. Just throw some shit in a blender and blend it. And then definitely something I can easily, consistently do. Probably will have this as a dinner for several days because it's just so easy to replicate and just clean the blender out. So that's it. That is my entire full day of eating, where every single meal consisted of flavorless protein powder, and I got all my macros in. I do hope you like it. I'm probably gonna try to make more videos like these, just fun, casual fitness content. So if you like what you see, just like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, have a good one.